right, let's get you updated on the garden, what's been going on around here. Of course, on the last videos, I showed you how we expanded this 12 more feet, and you can see we got the beds in there now. But yeah, our garden's growing. Of course, I think the last video also you saw my second trellis we got up, and now I've got a third one here. But yeah, some of my lettuce, I had chopped it all up from last year, now it's starting to come back up. And here over here, the yellow peas are up now. We had a freeze, I don't know, about 6 days ago, got down to 29 degrees. We've been eating the spinach. There's my daikon radishes, and those pill bugs have been eating on them some, but the freeze really kind of burned some of these up pretty bad. But they're starting to come back around now. And over here's the other one, the green peas. They got burned too, but not as bad as the yellow. And these seem to take the cold a little bit better. Today's high is like 54, I think. Drizzly, it's kind of misty out here right now. Arugula, we've been eating off of it. And carrots from last year that came back. Maybe we'll get a few carrots. And I just planted right here 2 rows of radishes, French breakfast and another kind, a red one. And then, yeah, look how much this is growing. I picked some lettuce off here today. We've been eating some of this lettuce. Looking good. Bunch of different kinds of lettuce. And then radishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of radishes. Fact is, I'll have some ready to pick in about a few more days. Onions, and the onions I planted recently, they popping up now. I filled in some of the bare spots. That's some of them we had in the house, and these are from last year. And spinach, picked a little bit of that spinach today. More arugula, picked some of that. Kale. Kale's looking good. Last year I had it planted on that end. This year I planted over here on this end. Chinese cabbage. I think that was red streaked Mizuna. I ate some of that in my salad today. So yeah, everything's looking good. Then over here, the new beds, that's 3 foot wide, 12 foot long, and 18 inches deep. I don't know exactly how I'm going to plant all this out yet, all my different raised beds, but I mean, I've got an ideal. Last year I planted my purple runner beans right here, the ones that get 18 to 24 inches long. So I don't want to plant them here again this year. This year I'm going to plant them on this trellis back here. At least this is my plans for now. I could change things. As far as I know, I'm going to plant those beans. I'm going to put about 7 or 8 on this side and on this side, just like I did last year. And they'll take this trellis, and then this trellis, I think, I don't know, I've got to sit down and plan it all out, but I think I'm going to plant maybe one of my cucumbers, the Munster, on one side, and on this side, I was thinking about planting something else. Something else. Man, my sinuses are bothering me bad today. I was out here most all day yesterday working. I put this baseball cage up for my pigeons to train them, my racing pigeons. But anyway, so my sinuses are bothering me. But on this trellis, I'm going to plant, probably on this side, I'll plant maybe 2 plants, maybe 3, but probably 2 of that rapakini squash. And then on this side, I'm going to plant some sweet Georgia squash. I forget exactly what the name is, but something like that. And they get about 10 pounds, I think. and let it grow up on this side. That's what I think I'm going to do. And then over here, I'm going to start with probably my pepper plants like jalapeno. Put them down through here, and all my different kinds of peppers. And I'll put them about a foot apart, make a couple of rows and go through here. And if I get all my pepper plants in here, which I might take the end here and do something, maybe some lettuce or something, I'm not for sure. And then on this side, I think I'm gonna plant my okra. Maybe one row of okra, of two different kinds of okra I have. I think. I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe maybe I'd put my okra on this end and put 2 rows or 3 rows right through here and use up so much of this space of it, and then plant something else. I don't want my okra getting too tall and covering or shading the squash too much. So that's what I'd do. Now I want to put one tomato plant in here. I'm not for sure where, maybe like right here on the end. With the tomatoes I'll be competing against my daughter with. I have 3 plants of those I'm gonna plant. I'm thinking about planting one here and my other 2 on my little garden on the side of the house in competition with her. So anyway, that's kind of the ideal. I don't, like I said, everything's not in stone yet exactly where I'm gonna plant stuff. I need to get some paper and pen, sit down and a pad and try to get all this figured out exactly. One thing I was thinking about doing, instead of mixing a lot of my beds, since I've got more beds, maybe use one bed for nothing but beans, all my different bush beans, and then another bed for, one of these beds, last year I used this one for my 1 foot square method. That worked out pretty good. So I'm thinking I might do that on one of these beds, do the 1 square foot method and plant a bunch of different things in it. Like I said, beans in one of them maybe, and use another one for something else. I've got cucumbers I got to plant, the ones I'll put on a small trellis like I did last year over here and over there. But I'd figure out where I'm gonna put it. Don't know exactly yet. But we still have another probably almost 3 weeks before we can start planting, tomatoes and peppers and eggplant and stuff outside. Our weather's still too cool. We're here in Pennsylvania, zone 7. All right, I'm really excited about it. Man, we're gonna get a lot. We got quite a bit of food last year out of here. We gave away to neighbors and people at church. But can you imagine now with all this extra space? And if I ever wanted to, I could add something like right here, and I could add something more over here if I ever needed to in the future. All right, well, there's the update on our garden. I almost forgot to show you my green stalk and how it's going. Oh yeah, I planted some potatoes, some purple and some yellows, a bucket there, 2 buckets there, and then I've got a couple of grow bags on the front porch. My chives already picked them, been eating them, had them today on my salad. But yeah, here's the green stalk. Lettuce, 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 lettuce. I'm a lettuce eater, I tell you. More lettuce. There's forget what, oh, that's arugula. Yeah. Lettuce, 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 spinach, and then radishes. What, 3 of them, at least 3 rows or so of radishes. They're doing real good. I put 4 radishes in each pocket. I think that would be sufficient. Yeah, the red streak Mizuna is looking really good. So, yeah, I'll show you real quick my grow bags out front. Oh, over here, my garden on the side, I haven't started it yet. Like I said, it's too cold, and I always plant all my peppers and tomatoes over here. But this year, I'm just gonna plant my tomatoes and maybe some cucumbers along the fence here or something else, I'm not for sure. And I always put my tomatoes on that end, but this year I'm gonna put them on this end and work my way back. And I think I'm gonna plant, I got some radishes, a couple of bags that's kind of older I didn't like as much. I think about just putting them out here like I did last year and grow a bunch of them. Get rid of those seeds. I probably won't buy them no more. Let's go out front now and look at the 2 grow bags of potatoes. And I've got more potatoes still with eyes that I need to plant. So later this week probably, I got 2 more grow bags I'm gonna do and maybe 30 more buckets. So here's my 7-gallon grow bags. Once the potatoes grow above the bag, then I'll fill them in with more dirt and then leaves on top. Yep. There you go. I just give you a quick look at the chickens. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Hey, Miss Isa Brown. How y'all doing? Yeah, yesterday we got 16 eggs. We got a couple, 2 or 3 hens that are setting. There's 2 setting now. I think there was a 3rd one, but maybe it quit today. Hey, there's an egg underneath the... What in the world? They must have laid it and it rolled back under there. I have to dig it out. Wow. They typically lay all their eggs in here, but there is a hen that lays right there in the corner. I'll have to go dig that egg out of there. Yeah, I don't let them go inside no more. I've got that all closed off. I have my pigeons. I don't have them in this back section, but I don't want all that dust or nothing getting in there on my pigeons and get them sick or anything. What in the world's wrong with you, girl? Finally, they use this roost at night now. They sleep on it. Before, they just gathered all in the corner over here for the first few weeks. Finally, they got the idea. Now they're roosting in it, on it. Yeah, y'all got a bunch of food on the ground here. You need to pick up that feed. No wasting. All right, well, there's your look at the chickens.